The Lucifer Effect is a 2007 book which includes Professor Philip Zimbardo's first detailed written account of the infamous events surrounding the 1971 Stanford prison experiment, a prison simulation study which had to be discontinued after only 6 days due to several distressing outcomes concerning the participants. The book includes over 30 years of subsequent research into the psychological and social factors which result in immoral acts being committed by otherwise moral people. It also examines the prisoner abuse at Abu Ghraib in 2003, which has striking similarities to the Stanford experiment. The title itself takes its name from the pious story of the favoured angel of God, Lucifer, his subsequent fall from grace, and his assumption of the role of Satan, the embodiment of pure evil. The image presented here is present upon the opening pages of the book. Artwork by M.C. Escher titled Angels and Devils. This is meant to be symbolic of how both good and evil are inescapable aspects of human nature. Which one operates, which one holds dominion and is prevalent in the individual's or collective's behaviours is a question of perspective. Philip Zimbardo's The Lucifer Effect is about the transformation of human psychology that explores the question, how is it that good people can be brought to do evil? It would be interesting if the viewer could, just for a moment, think, which image did they pick up on first? Was it the angel or was it the devil? Good people can be corrupted by powerful situational forces. Situational forces, also known as external factors, are influences that do not occur from within the individual, but from other external sources. Examples of situational factors could be your environment, whether work or school, and the interaction involving the people around you. Recognizing what these forces are and exactly what they can achieve by way of transforming the individual's psychological fabric is one of the best ways to deal with the oncome of evil. Regarding evil, Zimbardo offers us a cache of definitions. First and most notably, knowing better but doing worse. In addition, an intentional abuse of power, resulting in the demeaning of one's human dignity and the intentional harm of another. Evil is an idea that is relative to culture. One person's terrorist is another person's hero. We are fascinated with evil because it is so difficult to imagine, yet so close to the surface. It's about power, control, dominance. In its extreme, the other person has the power to extinguish life. Zimbardo suggests that we should also look at the system that creates the conditions whereby good people can turn bad. In this idea, he is not concerned with evil people, but with institutions, organizations that allow evil in people to exist, to grow, to eventually manifest. He compares this to the barrel being rotten and not just a few bad apples. Krishnamurti once asserted that it was no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Zimbardo examines the possibility of political, economic, and legal systems as being the sculptors of such bad barrels, as in breathing the air of such an abhorrent social atmosphere corrupts the otherwise moral faculties of the individual. He explores the perils of blind obedience to authority, never questioning a situation, but allowing oneself to be led. This process begins with an ideology. All evil begins with a lie. Hitler once stated, I am doing the Lord's work. So you see how things begin with a small, seemingly insignificant step, but then the powers ask for increasingly larger and larger actions until the initial lie has all but faded from memory. The streets littered with the bodies of men, women, and children as we hopelessly ask, how in God's name did we get here? Reading The Lucifer Effect is a terrifying experience that warns us against our own capacities for genuine malevolence, but one that also enlightens us as to the psychological and situational factors that encourage its growth, how to recognize the indicators, and how to hopefully remain on the right side of both morality and even history.